I'm making a recipe that would make use of both the whey and the soft curd. So now I'm bringing 1.5 gallons of whole milk to boil. It's a great idea to stir the milk from time to time to prevent a film from forming on the top and also to prevent it from burning. Now that I've brought the 1.5 gallons of milk to boil with constant stirring, I'll turn off the heat, then put in the distilled white vinegar. So looking at the boiling milk right now, it's all white, but once I pour in the distilled white vinegar and stir it for some seconds to start to separate the whey from the curd. You can see it on the ladle here. Okay, the separation has already started, so I'm going to cover and let it stand for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you can clearly see the whey, which is the liquid part, and then the curd formation here. So the white part is the curd, and then the water here is the whey. Hi, today I'm going to share with you some of the uses of whey. When we were growing up, the shepherd boys had a lot of milk from the cows, and this milk the elders were able to make curd out of it. But at that time I had no clue what curd was. We just called it coagulated milk, and then this was sold in the marketplaces. It was a delicacy and it was very expensive. But if you were friends with a shepherd boy, you could get some of the cow's milk from bottles, and mostly we drank it or use a little bit to rub or on our hands and so on. But this recipe that I'm going to use is called Zomkoum or Zomkoum, depending on which part of Ghana you come from. If you are from Bolgatanga area, it's called Zomkoum. And if you are from the Upper West area, it's called Zomkoum. But in Bolgatanga, when they make the Zomkoum, they use millet to make it. They fry the millet and then go mill it in the grinding mill. And then they add some spices such as ginger and red chili pepper. They'll grind it all up and then come and make use of the curd and the whey. For the Zomkoum, the ingredients that they used was millet. This is how the millet looks like, but millet comes in different colors as well. Most of the millets in North America here that I've seen so far in Whole Food stores and perhaps around Larson's and Sprouts, they're slightly yellowish. So this millet is cleaned and then fried, and before you send it to the grinding mill, they would add spices such as ginger and red chili pepper and go grind it up. When you grind it up, this is the flour that you get. It smells very good. So to make the Zomkoum, I don't know how they made the curd at that time. So that's an assignment for me to check out the next time I visit home. So this curd, I just made this curd today. They didn't pass their curd through the cheesecloth before using it. They made use of water, the whey, and the curd inside. So mostly the elders would make this drink with the millet flour here, the fried millet and spice flour. So I'm just going to scoop a little bit in here. I have some 2 tablespoons of it in here. Then they will add some whey, and mix it all up. They added water as well. So in this bowl, I have a mixture of the whey and the fried millet flour. So I'm going to add some water to it. So this was equally a drink that they gave to visitors that visited the home. And growing up, we put in some sugar, but most of the locals at that time didn't use that much sugar. So after putting the whey in, they will add the curd to it as well. So normally you would drink up the liquid that is on top, and then when you get to the bottom of the bowl, there will be a settlement of the millet flour. Then you scoop up the millet flour with the spoon and add part of the curd. So as you can see, you can make use of the whey with this recipe. If you're interested in making this recipe, you might have to check one of the whole food stores for millet. It might not be same color as this one, but if you fry it, add some pepper and some dried ginger and grind about a quarter cup of it in your blender using the grind, I think you should be able to make this recipe. But in making this recipe, it will be a great idea to add the sugar. I'm used to eating it with the sugar, but it equally tastes good without the sugar. I'm going to pour this in a glass bowl for you to see how it settles. There will be some layers of the flour at the bottom, and then the water and whey mixture, and then you see the curd floating on top. I don't know if you can see it now in the glass, but around here you have the flour is settling at the bottom, and then you have part of the curd here, and the whey and water mixture is on the top. So when you have a guest, you give them a calabash of this. So this is actually served in a calabash, but I do not have the calabash here. Then the person drinks the water, then using the mixture of water and whey, then using a spoon, they will scoop up the bottom part. So let me pour this out here so that you see. So at the bottom you can see the curd and the thicker part of the millet. So whey can be used in this way to make Zomkoum, which is very nutritious for you.